Welcome once again to another operation. This one is aneurysms again, and those of you who have played the previous games in the series will remember this.
The smallest mistake can be fatal. We'll have to be extremely careful.
That bulge on the vein is the brain aneurysm. Let's remove it before it bursts. I'm getting the sedative.
I sort of blew through this process, but you use the sedative to stop it bleeding, and then you cut it out, remove it, drain the blood, connect the vessels, and suture it.
There's a chance that any of these vessels will turn into aneurysms. Have the magnification tool ready. Let's shift our viewpoint when necessary, and treat the aneurysms when they appear.
There it is. Let's treat it before it bursts.
There's more where we're not looking.
Of course that's not true, because I adjusted my view because I knew where they were going to appear ahead of time. The biggest trick here is that once you actually cut out the aneurysm, it can't grow anymore, so it can't explode. That, of course, is important because you really don't have enough time to completely treat the aneurysm before moving on to the next if you don't want it to burst. And you don't want it to burst because you're losing vitals fast enough already.
Vitals are dropping?
The next wave of aneurysms appears as soon as you're done pulling the previous ones together. It doesn't take into account whether or not you sutured them. It's important to remember because leaving one of them around does drain vitals. I really should have sutured that one up above first. Speaking of sutures, as a rule of thumb, I usually go for a 4 or 5. That always gets me cool as long as I don't screw up, and later on I do screw up. You'll get to see it.
But his vitals aren't stabilizing. Let's wait a moment and see what happens. Doctor, please hurry!
Just like in Second Opinion, you have to deal with 4 at once popping up at the end, and if they all blow up at once, you're definitely going to lose, so healing touch is very helpful here. Unlike in Second Opinion, there's actually more aneurysms to come after this. Either healing touch is pretty good here. There's no real better one. I kind of prefer Marcus's, but certainly Valerie's still works, and if you really can't do the operation, then you could just activate hers and let them all blow up at once and you'll be fine. And there's the bad I got, which screwed me out of that last special bonus. My stitches were too wide, I guess, which does reduce the performance grade you get. Since this operation doesn't require you to open them up or close them afterwards, if you want to restore your vitals, you'll want to do it before suturing the last aneurysm.
Done here. Excellent work.
The only thing I did wrong there was getting that one bad, which interrupted my chain, so I can't get the chain bonus. Other than that, though, it went pretty well. And see you in the next operation, which will hopefully go just as well.